the Ball and Buckets crew. We back in the building. It's your boy Dub.
It's your guy Flacco, aka the 3-point specialist.
Wow.
Whoa.
Jumping off the porch like that today?
This is your guy, Diddy 314, the BMF champ on the crowd. We just gonna throw out titles.
Hey, we all know Dub's all PG, you know what I mean?
Hey, I want to give
Are you going to BMF with the belt, the UFC belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to let you know, I thought about you. I went to GameStop today, and I pre-ordered NCAA 2023.
2021. If the shit ain't out by 2021, I don't want it.
I put $5 down for you.
Listen.
Put it under your name.
Hey, EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Don't act like y'all ain't been working on this game for 3-4 years of development. I don't even want to hear the bullshit. The option
We
better.
don't cuss in the show.
We cursing today, goddammit.
They can learn today.
The option play better be awesome. The bubble screens better be right. I don't want no more phantom fumble interception bullshit plays that they have on Madden. I want perfection. This game ain't came out on PlayStation 4 ever.
Since Tebow, right?
It's only been PlayStation 3. That's the one discontinued. So if
it was RG3.
if y'all not flagshipping this game for the PS5 that drops next year, I'm gonna be disappointed. Cause it should come. Go ahead and drop it in July, like you always do, for the PS4. But it better have the upgrades already built in by the time the goddamn BCS bowl game is in effect, or I will blow that motherfucker up. Okay?
Yeah, whoa.
I will hack your system. I will do some fucked up shit because I have been waiting for this game for a long time.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Take a step. Take a breath. Take a step. Take a breath. Now, what we need to maybe segue into is how do we really make this work to pay them? I don't think it really. I don't want to be a pessimist, but like, how?
So what we're addressing is pay for play.
Yeah.
Pay for play was unanimously voted for the college athletes by the board of governors for the NCAA.
They had no choice.
Their hand was forced,
Right?
Because once California did it, they was about to have an explosion of talent at USC.
And UCLA.
But Cal Poly, Bakersfield,
Right.
anybody that was in California, they're like, we coming. And they got weed. So that's probably the next thing on the agenda.
They would have gave Cali a competitive advantage over everybody.
Was it Wisconsin? It was another state that did it at the same time.
Was it New
Maryland or somebody? It was one other
I think it was Maryland.
Eastern state.
So
Maryland.
So I think they're gonna let them like sign autographs, shit like that to make money. That could be in commercials. They can endorse things. That's how they're gonna make money. It's not like off jersey sales and things of that nature. I don't believe.
Yeah,
it is.
Your jersey is your likeness.
Okay.
Now the reason Notre Dame and Penn State didn't have names on the back is because it's one team. Now those teams can put their name on it because this is my jersey.
But I see you're opening Pandora's box with the jersey sales because I was talking to someone at work who's in the legal department. We were talking about the whole thing, and he was talking about like then you got to control the revenue where the jersey came from, and then certain like.
No knockoffs.
Right.
Not just that, but like, did you buy it from the school, or did you buy it from Nike, or did you buy it from Eastbay? Did you buy it from like?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's for some reason he said on the legal aspect it does matter.
That's why you got to pay for licensing. You know what I mean?
The Nike will pay the kids for licensing.
Right.
Well, Nike,
Whatever the school endorsed, who's they endorsed by, right?
Right. So
yeah, but
Nike, Jordan, whoever.
But that also runs into the problem is Nike's not. None of those people are going to be feeling that apt to give the kid money. But because I think the endorsers should. Like to me, that's one of the most logical ways. If you want to endorse a school, I'm Adidas, I'm Nike, I'm whatever. Part of that is, and it's on the school is like, okay, that's cool, but you got to pay these kids,
So
X amount of dollars.
what's gonna happen is this is just me thinking, right? So they do pay for that partnership.
Mm-hmm.
That money that they pay the school for that partnership is gonna decrease.
And not just the school, the coach.
Right. The money that the coach get kicked back, all that shit is gonna decrease. And I think both sides gonna come to agreement like, hey, you gonna pay this percentage of it and I will pay this.
My thing is, one of the biggest shamamama mockeries of this whole debate.
What was that word?
Sham God Sham.
Right. You know what commercial pissed me off the most?
Hey Alex, coach, I touched the ball.
No. Worse than that. Nick Saban is on a
State Farm?
or Geico commercial or whatever.
Yeah, one or two. All right.
Allstate.
Allstate.
The dog. The bird. The quack.
Aflac. Okay.
He's on one of them commercials.
On a recruiting trip with the...
Right. So someone like him can get commercial money. They automatically give every big school coach a talk show or radio show where they pay him just to pop up every week for 30 minutes. They'll get a, bowl game bonus, winning bonus. If your team produces the Heisman, you get a bonus. They get all these incentives. But now the problem is, I don't know where the kids are going to get the money from. Stop paying these fucking coaches $8 million a year.
True. Because, they're only winning because of the backs of the players. You can't be a great coach without great players.
If they put a cap on what the kids can make, they need to put a cap on what these coaches can make. If they turn around and be like, oh, well, if you're a D1 football player, we'll give you likeness money of, $5,000 a year or something.
So we know the big, your football, your basketball. What do you do with the other shit?
You pay the sports to generate money. And then you can trickle down to the other sports.
Right.
Track,
don't generate
swimming, golf.
But when they're doing this, when you're paying a college athlete, you're going to have to pay all of them.
When was the last time you bought NCAA swimming?
I agree with you.
I'm just saying.
I get you, but that's where you're going to have that argument with the people who play the other shit.
That's why it's not a pay for a sport. It's paying for likeness. Right. If these people were being used in advertising, video games, all this other shit, they had to be compensated. Those sports aren't in these games. If they come out with a Tiger Woods NCAA, the golf team can get a check. Until that happens, learn how to run and catch, motherfucker.
I see that's going to be a problem.
There's no FIFA college game. There's no baseball, the show.
There used to be college baseball video games.
Now, I'm talking about now.
World Series or something like that, right?
They used to have a college baseball. The whole time they had college baseball.
Oh, well, that shit probably tanked.
Right, but
that was a throwaway of money.
Because too many times the sports that generate revenue support the whole fucking school.
I get you.
That's why Alabama is so big. When last time has Alabama basketball team done anything?
You don't even gotta go to the big dog. You can go to somebody like Mizzou.
Right.
But here's what. But
Mizzou in the SEC though.
That's what I'm saying. A small SEC school gets that SEC TV money, gets a SEC bowl game.
Also, every bowl game, right? The conference get a piece of that. And
I get you, but this is the people I'm talking about. So, you're a student athlete. Part of the issue that they want to get paid is because they, for real, don't have time to work because you're a student athlete, right? That's one of the problems. So, I'm not just talking about the big star football player. I'm talking about the
tennis player.
But they don't.
Where you don't. I'm saying the person who doesn't have time to work because I'm still a college athlete. So I got whatever sport, tennis, swimming. I practice. I have to study. I have weight training, whatever. I still don't have time to get a job. So that person, because you swim, you don't get paid. I'm still in the same situation. I don't have time to get a job. So I'm still fucked. I just don't play football.
Let's be realistic. Motherfuckers that does those sports come from a different economic background.
They could, but I'm just...
In general, yes.
Okay. But beyond that, at some point, we have to take the titty out of everybody's mouth of everybody gets a piece of the pie. Because that's not the truth. If that was the truth, all these companies we work for, we would get paid higher salaries. The CEO of all the companies we work for get paid 100 fucking times more than we do.
Big facts.
Suck it up. It's not their fault that they're great at football and you're good at fucking water polo. Fuck you.
Right.
It's not the same type of damage on your body. Football players deserve to get paid in college.
Because they have a very small window.
Not to mention very small window. Who the fuck knows what they look like? Other than the Heisman Trophy guys.
The cheerleaders.
Basketball dudes at least are on TV. You know, when you go apply for a job, somebody be like, hey man, didn't you play at fucking Michigan State? Other than you being 6'8" and awkward. I mean, after you graduate,
Awkward.
a 6'2" football player just look like a regular dude that hit the gym a lot.
Listen to this. College basketball, NCAA tournament, right? Final Four.
March Madness.
March Madness.
$300 million.
$1 billion.
It's $1 billion month.
Right.
Month.
Bruh. And where does that money go? Like, let's be realistic.
To the schools and coaches.
Where does the rest of the money go?
You don't even gotta go that
NCAA's
far.
pocket.
If your concern is what should everybody get, right? There's 80 kids that'll get a football scholarship a year.
I don't think it's that many, but
Just being generous. Everybody don't get a full, but
oh, you're saying even partial? Okay.
80 kids, right? Even if you just broke $1 million down between those 80 kids,
Bust down.
you know how much that is?
Like 12 grand.
12.5.
Oh, see, that was close.
That's just $1 million. But we ain't gotta give them the whole 12.5 just because you play football. Everybody might not make it, right? We're paying for likeness. If you just put $5 grand in everybody's pocket, right?
Per semester or a year.
It's just during football season.
But yeah. But I still think they have off-season workouts and stuff. They can't. But you're right. It should be. Off-season they should be allowed to get a job.
Well, they don't really have an off season, like you said. So, even if you throw a kid $5 grand for the whole year, for June to July, from July 1 to June is the college fiscal year.
Right.
$5 grand over that 12 months, that's a long way than nothing. That's just,
But still, it's not enough.
but that's base.
That's base. He said.
I'm saying if that's just from the school, that's just from the TV deals and shit like that. You've only spent $400 grand of that $1 million if you just
Now, I guess
give him $5 grand.
the other question is this too: is this universal or does this depend on the school?
It got to be school by school base or conference. It has to be something broken down by that because all schools don't generate the same amount of revenue.
I think it would have to be either conference or pooled. You take one big ass bucket. If you in D1, this what you get. If you in D2, this what you get. If you in D3, this what you get. NAIA and all the other shit.
Because I think it's got to be
You need to
even. Because I think
hit the gym more.
if you're in Division I think it has to be even because you're
Competitive advantage.
Yeah, because Duke's gonna give you can get $5 grand to go to Duke, or I can get $6 grand to go to UNC.
No, so you do know
What's the difference between what they doing now? You go to Range Rover to go to Duke. You get a Benz if you go to Kentucky. I mean,
So
I'm just saying up front, I think you have to make it like you said. Like I'm cool with the pool, but like Division I, this is what you get.
yeah, this is baseline.
I just don't want to. I don't think you should have the schools with different amounts of money. Like if you're a Division I athlete, whatever this that's like you
Who's the top 4 college players right now?
in what's
football,
Football.
all of our quarterbacks.
Strong or what's the name? Who's the kid from Oklahoma, the quarterback?
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen Hurts. Wow,
Joe
Strong.
Burrow
Yeah.
from LSU.
Fields,
Fields from Ohio State.
and Tua, right?
Right.
How many Tua jerseys you think selling at Alabama? Or nationwide Alabama fans? They probably selling like a Dak jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comparatively. Why should he not get percentage of his jersey? So if he got the $5 grand baseline, you D1 player, you get $5 grand. But now you got the number 1 selling jersey,
I agree. You should pay for that.
right?
Right.
That's where I'm saying the differential should come in.
And that's fine. I just said, let me rephrase it. I think the baseline should all be the same.
So
For D1,
Yes.
yeah, per tier, yes, I'm with it.
I don't agree with that though.
Why not?
The reason why I say that is because you have to go by conference, because all these different conferences, like Big 12 network,
Or SEC or Pac-10,
right? Every conference don't have their own network, so therefore they have more money, they have more revenue to disperse.
Maybe they need to kick down
But
the other.
if there's 128 D1 schools, something like that, 114 football, 120 basketball.
like D1 AA, which is not D2, right? Then you have like D2 and D3 schools.
Right.
So you saying all? If you say, I'm just saying going by that. If you say all D1 schools, right, which is
It's only like another 30 or 40, right?
right,
Yeah.
But I think you include them in that.
I can include them in D, but it's by sport. It's basketball, football.
right, I get it, but they're not generating that type of revenue because they're not attached to a conference. I mean, all conferences have revenue sharing,
Right.
So-
But you're saying like Appalachian State ain't got no TV deal.
right?
I get it, but they're a good program. I think we're on the same page as saying if you pull all that money,
You bring those,
you bring the little ones up, you take the big ones down a little bit, but the big ones still gonna get them checks because they getting jerseys. Like ain't nobody buying an Appalachian State jersey.
if you're in that state, if you're in that city or school, it's not regional.
In
It's regional.
the grand scheme of things, ain't nobody
Right.
buying an
I
Appalachian
get it.
State jersey.
It's just regional.
I have
So
seen a couple people wear a Boise State jersey.
A couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send the motherfucker a $3 check. Like a royalty on a TV show.
Kellen Moore, they,
But you know what I'm saying?
right?
It's that, to me, is that kind of math. Where
I mean, I get like Alabama's nationwide. Appalachian State will just be in that region.
Alabama is the Yankees. They got fans everywhere.
That's fair.
Either fans that love them or fans that hate them. You still a fan.
You still are aware of them.
You still a fan. You still cheering on Sunday.
Saturday.
I was thinking of your punk ass Cowboys. I want to give a special shout out to my homeboy MJ, aka Rodney Michael,
AKA split personality.
aka Dichotomy. You know, you brought me so much joy of not only hating the Cowboys, but having my boy Diddy cringe every time your name is brought up in a Cowboy sentence because he believes you are the devil incarnate when it comes to the Cowboys record. So I'm gonna call you after this so I can get you to talk to Diddy.
I have no words. Nothing to say now.
Was it about time the NCAA switched to pay?
It was too late.
You think it's too late? I think they're trying to save themselves.
Right.
I'm just, what I mean by too late is like you should have been paying them.
So, well,
I think shit damn near in the 80s.
right. I agree.
The money wasn't the same.
It hits different with those TV contracts.
I get you. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying you have to pay them the same amount, but you still should have been giving them something.
They were. It's boosters out here for a reason.
Right.
I get that. I'm just saying no, but like not under the table. I'm saying like
Okay.
you should have paid them. I think watching that the Fab Five thing for me was just like it really put in perspective because I remember watching them and then also like being that kid like I want a Chris Webber Michigan jersey. I'm wearing black Nike socks. I'm like
Look at you, fancy dancing.
I said I wanted one. I didn't have one. I said I wanted one. Who didn't want one?
Who watched them on television? Who didn't watch them on television?
I'm sorry.
My TV only had 2 channels. Goddamn it,
Okay.
on and off.
Okay, I'm sorry. Forgot.
Shout out to Natchez North.
But just like watching that hit home, was like, yeah, like there was a kids who had that shit. Like they really didn't get shit out of that.
But the bigger thing is they were hungry.
Hungry.
Like I knew some dudes that played college ball, and they'd be like, "Hey man, can you shoot me $20?" Or, "Hey man, can you give me a burger when you go to the joint?" Like the dudes that hooped at SLU were broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was only like 2 dudes that parents had a couple dollars, but a lot of them dudes were like for real, like hustling stuff to just eat.
When I was at USM, we had one. What the fuck the dude name was? Carew. Something Carew.
Ray?
Nah.
Ray.
Now he played ball. He committed to Kentucky. He was like he was a McDonald's All-American. Got kicked off Kentucky's squad, right? He came to USM. He told Larry Stacy, like, look, coach, this is my last run. If I don't make it here, I'm selling dope. Like, he was that dude.
I appreciate the honesty.
I appreciate the honesty. And he got dismissed.
Damn.
Right then or shortly after?
Shortly after that.
He went back selling dope.
Right. I mean, like,
He never stopped.
those
He's got
kids,
jumbos.
Those kids was broke. Like, they are broke. You're right. But even in the 80s, like Eric Dickerson, listen to what he said. He said, look, I told SMU I want a brand new Camaro. Somehow my mom got a brand new Camaro for me, and I went to school there.
Well, ain't no different than like Larry Hughes had a Navigator.
LeBron had a Hummer on 28s.
Yeah, he did.
That was all pre-finance. They floated that loan for 72 months. The first 12 months was no payment, no interest.
Right.
Just put some gas in there.
Shout out to my guy who getting paid was Butch McRae, Neon Badeau.
Well, shout out to LeBron for opening up the. LeBron
housing.
is low key. He's gonna be the governor of Ohio when he retires. I mean, at this point, he's built up enough credit. If Akron was bigger, he could just buy the whole city.
The dude, I was watching one of his shows, crack me up. He was just talking about like everybody's talking about like I left Cleveland. I'm not from Cleveland. I'm from Akron. Like
Right.
that shit. Like it cracked me up. Like okay, it's different when you say Akron.
It was just like hearing people from East St. be like, "Nah, I'm from East St. Louis."
You from Missouri? Nah, bitch, I'm from St. Louis.
I saw that meme.
Yeah.
So the crazy, you know what the crazy thing is? Like, I salute LeBron for everything he's doing off the court. You're great. Like, no one can talk down about you. But they get those emotions, those things that he's doing off the court mixed with what he's doing on the court. Oh, he's the greatest because look at everything he's doing. Motherfucker, we're talking about sports. Not everything else, but sports at hand. He's a great basketball player, but he's not the greatest.
No,
It's Michael Jeffrey.
Michael Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Eat the motherfuckers alive.
yeah, that's disgusting.
So that's what kills me with these new age LeBron fans.
Do you think that LeBron really has elevated and taken the whole athlete, entrepreneur, entertainer to a whole new level?
Yeah. Yes and no. Because you have to think about it. You had people before him.
But
Like-
they do it like he does.
But think about
I'm going back to what you're saying. The whole, not talking about on the court, the off the court.
So you got to look at it. We have social media now, right? So he has more eyes on him than anyone has ever had prior to him. You got to think about, like, Master P was living every hood dude's dream. He was a rapper, ball player, you know what I mean? All, like, just put that in perspective.
Who's gonna, when it's all said and done, though, who's gonna have a bigger impact on the culture?
Between who?
Master P and
I was
LeBron.
okay. I was just saying, like, it was people before LeBron, right? Because you got to think about it.
We don't know what everybody was doing with their money back then. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody tried to start a school.
Jalen Rose,
Well, Jalen had a school like for 10 years now.
right?
But you're saying a star of his magnitude, the top 10 dudes. I mean, Magic made a whole lot of money, bro.
Movie theaters. Because what was
Starbucks.
what was his movie theater called?
Magic Theaters.
Right. He like
Magic had a TV show.
and
Do people forget Magic was a late night host?
Yeah, that didn't matter.
but still,
It don't matter.
You got
But
think
LeBron's got uninterrupted or whatever.
everyone has a podcast now.
No, I'm talking
Everyone
about the
has-
show.
The barbershop thing?
Yeah,
KD has a show also.
that's just the boardroom.
So
I mean, you're talking about money more than anything. LeBron is talking about pop culture. LeBron ain't, I don't know. I love what LeBron does off the court. Is he going to have the reach? I mean, he's still got 20 years, and he's going to be still in the papers because his son. He actually has a son that's good. All the other greats never had a kid that continued the torch.
right.
I mean, Magic's son went down Fashion Row.
Sucking dick the whole way.
God damn.
I think we call that tanking now. Thank you.
When we suck.
Jordan's kids never reached the height or the talent.
No,
He's known for opening a store.
Right. The one kid
Marcus.
was like 6'3".
3 or 4.
No, what's the tallest one?
Marcus. You know what happened to Marcus's high school career and college
Eric
career?
Gordon.
Yes.
Eric Gordon.
Destroyed him.
Destroyed him. Then he went to UCF.
Yeah.
Caused a big fucking ordeal because UCF was an Adidas school.
And they switched to Jordan.
And while they're wearing Adidas shit, he's like, I refuse to wear them. Wear Jordans. And Adidas is like, what the fuck? And then, yeah. Then they forced the hand.
Yeah.
That
It was power move for his daddy.
right. Big
I
money.
get it, but like once you're like, if you decide that's where you're going, just wear the fucking whatever. Then why didn't a Nike school didn't want you?
I get it. I'm just saying, like, you got to think about it. LeBron is signed a lifetime contract to Nike, right? You know, Jordan probably has a lifetime contract as well.
Did you hear what LeBron did with the shoes? This shit's fucking classic.
What shoes?
His new ones, the 17s. So he doesn't like the air bubble. He doesn't like how bouncy it is. So he made Nike take back all the ones they gave him. Said, lower this air bubble. I don't like it. I want to feel closer to the ground. So they spent like $3 million to redo all of his and then give them back to him before the season started.
Just his.
Just his.
Not the ones that are going to get released.
$3 million?
$3 million to redo because they had to redesign. They had to do everything.
How many pair of shoes did he go through a year? Minimum 82, right? Well,
But a lot-
he would never play 82 games.
True. Load management.
I'm sorry.
But then sometimes he likes to switch, like,
He'll switch shoes at halftime.
yeah. And then this is also the shoes he practices in. This
Walk
is
around.
everything.
He probably get it. 300 shoes a year. Easy. 300 LeBrons.
Right.
Not to mention all
other
the
shit
different
he
colorways he do.
Or there's even the other shit that you see him in, like, it's just like, oh, Oregon Jordans. You didn't go to Oregon, but cool.
I mean, he just call up like, hey, let me get the...
He called MJ personally. AJ, I need these. All right,
He don't
bro.
call. He has his people call.
And I don't think they even talked to Jordan. They talked to Gentry.
Damn, I forgot I was going to ask you.
All right, little bro, I got you.
Yeah, basically. It's probably not even phone. It's a text.
Right.
What do you think of the
Still
new
here tomorrow.
LeBrons?
They're cool.
We'll say that for Soul Me State. If you
What
like
do you
shoes,
think of them as you have some of my favorites LeBrons on as we speak?
we'll say that for Soul Me State. If they like shoes, they can come talk to us over there.
Or if you like ratchet shit, you can talk to us at...
Country Cousins.
We have you completely covered, just by the way.
We are the triangle offense.
Hey.
I'm clearly Kobe of this relationship.
Oh, who are you?
Ron Harper.
You Ryan Artest.
You run out chest. I
guess you have to pick different Kobe eras, right? You got to do with Shaq and without Shaq.
Yeah.
Oh, without Shaq, I'm Lamar Odom.
Figured.
You do like your women and Coke. This has been another week of Ball and Buckets.
I was waiting for you to do something.
Hulu has live sports.
Bitches. Like, comment, subscribe. I thought you was going to do it.